how did you connect with Bad Boy?
Well, being at that studio, I would hear Puff's name all the time, but I didn't know him. And then one day I was at school and these girls started talking about, Puff Daddy and Craig Mack. They just dropped that Flavor Your Ear single. And that was huge. It was just big everywhere. So, you know, once they mentioned his name, it's like I was like, dang, I need to get down with this dude. So I called information and got the number to Bad Boy. I just it's like, yo, you know, I called them and I was like, yo, I'm 16. I'm the dopest producer in the world. I was talking that shit. And I was like, who can I talk to? And they gave me a name, which was Harv Pierre, who was eventually became the president over there. And from there, I was able to get a meeting with him and just after that, it was on.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, a lot of times you hear about like rappers, they may get on and before their adulthood, but you don't really hear about producers getting on. Like I got in the game when I was 16, 17, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's a
you know what?
blessing.
A lot of us we started that time, and I think
Mhm.
that it was just great timing, great timing. Because like before I hit up Bad Boy, they weren't the only ones I reached out to. I was also reaching out to like Dallas Austin, a bunch of other folks. So it was it was just a great timing because they just opened. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah,
perfect and I got to roll on that ride, that success roller coaster with them. It was a great thing.
man, that sounds amazing. Now, did you get to work on any other projects earlier on, or was you still kind
Nah,
of behind the scenes?
it's funny because when I got there, Puff was like, he didn't really like my music, but he liked the fact that I made it to the office. He liked my hustle, So
Yeah.
he was like, "Yo, we're gonna put you on the job training." And for the first few years, I just watched. That was '94, so I didn't like start placing records until maybe '96 or something like that.
Oh wow, do you remember what your first record was? Like your first
Um,
major record?
you know what the first record I remember period was it was actually '95. It was um wow, actually that was all right. The first one was a group called Power 3. They were signed to Epic, and they were a group of Chucky Thompsons, who was one of the hitmen also. He
Mm.
just passed just last summer, actually,
Oh
R.I.P.
wow.
Chucky. But he was one of the hitmen and like an older brother, and he gave me my first placement. And then from there, Michael Bivins, New Edition came in the Bad Boy to work on the Home Again album. And
Mm.
uh, Michael Bivins had me working with Subway, the group Subway after that. And then I started working with Fat Joe and Pun and all those guys. And then like the new wave of Bad Boy artists, I was working on with the Locks and Mace and and Diddy and all of those guys. So it kind of it took its time, but it was right time, because I had to learn, and all that time I was learning, I was being there when they were mixing records, when they were doing the drops, I kind of was able to learn from the ground up on what it takes to get the records where they need to be. It was a great time.
Yeah, man. Some of the greatest hip hop albums came out of that camp, man.
Yeah,
Out of that you had Biggie dropping Life After Death, Ready to Die. You was around for those, so man, that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Did
It
you ever
was.
get to interact with Big or
Oh yeah,
work with
oh
him?
yeah, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah, Big was a
Okay.
good dude. Very, very talented.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the
Legend.
goals. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
man.
see.